Good Monday evening to you all. Welcome to the stream. We are kind of alone at the moment, but that's okay. Let's see. Why am I not talking? Let's see. Are you picking up anything on that? No. Of course. Why would you? Well, let's try something new then. All right. Where'd that go? I wonder why it's not showing what I need. Looks weird. I'll never quite know why this is always such a pill, but we'll get there. No big deal. Well, am I going to do the same thing and click on the wrong thing 4 times in a row? We're going to find out. There we go. Clicked on the right thing the second time. So, not too big of a deal. There we go. All right. Hey, Black Fox, you snuck in there. I didn't see you. Good to see you. How you doing today? Fine. Welcome as always. My superior draconic snoot has bumped the microphone into the stratosphere. I have fixed it. All right. Do. Fell asleep without real. You know something? Actually, I did that too today. I am not immune to sleep, so I'm with you. It's kind of a snoozy kind of a day, wasn't it? Doing a little bit of work on the on a couple of different things tonight. Actually, working on some of Hiroko here. Actually, gonna do a little bit of sprucing up on this Halloween sketch that I did. Glad to hear you're doing good, though. It's nice on a Monday. Starting off the week right. Now drop that pencil down just a little bit more. It's a little thick. It's a little THICC. Got a little bit of the old Bravely Default going on in the background here, but we'll be switching that out shortly once we switch out our art project. Yes, was just taking a little bit of a walk out in the cool air. It's very nice out this evening. Not too cold, not too hot. Sun goes down and things are much more manageable. Definitely like this time of year. Very conducive to dog walks as well. That little bop of tunic hair. There we go. Do. Got the pineapple cobalt drink keeping me going this evening. No, I can never forget it's Monday. But Monday, as of now, has been defeated, so can't be too upset. At least from my little blue perspective. There we go. Just kind of cleaning up this sketch, kind of finalizing it a bit before we go full on inking. I think that shoulder is up a little too high. I think I'm going to go ahead and drop that down a little bit. Zip. Yeah, it was up way too high. Eyes look off. Yeah. See a little bit they look off. Let's see. Might need to be a little closer. Looks about right. Yeah, this is her Halloween costume this year, is tunic. It's up for grabs what the other characters are going to be this year. go. Oh, let's see, actually. Yeah, look at that. It's just you and Stream Elements. Yep. I'm surprised. I didn't think I'd catch the bots sleeping, but looks like I did. Either that or I am of such little import that they would rather spend their time with streams of larger audiences. Well, that's fine. They can certainly do that. That is well within their rights as bots. Lots of volumizer on the tail for Tunic's cosplay here. Here we go. Yeah, I like this one. I think this one's key. This one's cheeky. Somehow it always comes back to one of their Halloween costumes not having pants. That always makes me laugh. And I have a quiet doggo behind me here. He's been sleeping behind me all day. Just been having a snoozy day with my boy. Oh, he is nose down in his bed. I can see him from all the way up here. My goodness. What a sleepy boy. Okay, so that is one option we've got going here. I'm liking that. I'm liking that sketch a lot more. And what about this one? This one might be a little bit more interesting. How was your day, Black Fox? Anything? Get into anything? Anything crazy? Break any more teapots, or just another chill day, chill Monday? I think that rug is a little bit too big. For a second, I was just like, is the music playing? And yes, it is. It is certainly playing. Nice chill day. Well, I can always appreciate something like that. That's always good. I'll say, alas, I have found a fun warm-up game on Steam, and I'm super excited to try it out. Biggest problem is that it's PC only. I'm still working on getting that gaming PC back up and running. So hopefully within the next few days, I'll have some time to get that done. problem with being a busy, busy kobold. Busy, 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 busy. Busy, 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 busy. Busy, 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 busy. I actually think I'll widen her stance out on this a little bit more because it's a little wooden the way it is right now. Glad to hear it was a chill day, though. That won't do. That won't work. That's better. Yeah, the wide stance is better on that, I'd say. That one's cute. I just think this one's really cheeky and cute. Yeah, that one's pretty good. How will it take to lines, I wonder? Let's see. Let's find out, shall we? Are you on your own layer? I bet you're not. You are. You're just below the line art. That's the problem. Whoop. I said whoop. There we go. Whoop. All right. Da, da, da. Yeah. Oh, good deal. Gonna play some Ori. That's one I'm looking forward to getting to once my PC is back up and running. Those aren't going to work. I don't really like the pen tool here in Sketchbook Pro. It's not a bad tool, but it is definitely not like a vector pen, at least from what I'm used to working with. And these all look like nice lines, but they don't do what I need to do. Bring my predictive stroke up a little bit, see if that'll help out. No. That doesn't help at all. Okay, it helped better there. Still not what I'm looking for, but not bad, not bad. Oh, kind of. the pen in Sketchbook is pretty okay. I prefer the one in Clip Studio, honestly. It just has a little bit more control. This one's all right. But if I was really going to streamline my workflow and everything, I'd probably just do everything through Clip Studio. But old habits die hard, so here I am, trying to make it work. I don't need to hop between programs. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, see, it's just a little too sensitive. And it's not vector based, so it's a little yes, less useful than than one would hope. But that's all right. No export sketch directly into Clip Studio, so no issues there. But I'm thinking this looks like pretty cute for a Halloween piece. My Halloween pieces are typically a little cheeky. With a sword there and everything in her shield. All that good stuff. Yeah, we'll add that in later. But yeah, I think that one will be very cute. Very cute indeed. I do like this one. Yeah, it's hard to tell what I would use this one for. It's got a good stance though. I do like that now with the legs apart. Looks better anyway. So, okay. I think I have plenty of comic stuff to do tonight, so this was just kind of up on my screen while I was working today, so at least I got the sketches. Let me see what comic work we have today. Oh, we got plenty. We've got plenty. Actually, gonna do some coloring tonight, I think. Yeah, I think some coloring would be right up the old alley. All right. Okay. Might drop this music just a tad, although it seems to be doing okay. Painter Blue. Yeah, I could do the Spirit World version, couldn't I? That'd be fun. Of course, if I painted her blue, then she could be Crystal. So, I mean, there's some definite options there from what I could see. Black Fox, remind me, do Canadians celebrate Halloween? I know my Australian friends don't, but I couldn't remember if Canada does. Don't need another vector layer. I need another raster layer. Oh, good deal. Yeah, I like Halloween. Halloween is a nice time, I think, for pretty much everybody. I don't know what's wrong with those Australians, man. They gotta get some of their Halloween spirit going here. What is going on here? What happened? Got some little weirdy bits there. Yes. Ah, the corn maze. I hope you enjoy the corn maze. I hope you return from it. I hope you are not trapped within its walls. But whatever the corn maze wants, I mean, corn maze giveth and the corn maze taketh away. Oops. I will probably stay here with my roommate, hand out candy. I'm at eye level for most of the kids, so it's pretty easy for me to chuck a candy at them without hurting them. Although Snickers, whew, those things, put an eye out with those. Ooh, I think I want to get as much of this layer over onto the other one as I can. That's definitely going to be a thing. So let's duplicate this layer because it's awesome. And what happened? I'd like to know what happened, please. Okay, that was odd. Duplicate layer. All right. Things are not as terrifying as I thought they were. Okay. Oh, come on now. Are we going to really do this? Are we going to really do this again? All right. All right. Here's what we're going to do. All right. There we go. I'm going to take this. I'm going to go whoop. And okay. Now I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to send it over here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Need my little lasso here. Score another one for Fabian Zib. Of course, now it's slightly off, and it's going to drive me bananas. Gonna drive me bananas. Oop, oop, oop. We almost had it. Almost. This would probably be way easier with a mouse or something a little bit more precise. But you know what? I think we got it. Just need to add a little bit of the old door here on the bottom. There we go. All of the sound effects. Every one of them. There we go. But yeah, hopefully you guys come back from that corn maze and you have a lovely time. I guess my thought would be bring a compass. I don't know what eldritch laws are broken once you step foot inside of a corn maze, but I would hope that simple things like planetary magnetism and true north and stuff like that would still apply. Can't say I found myself trapped in a corn maze, so whoops. I'm not holding my magic rectangle, so it's getting away from me now. Hey, Septio133, good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. How are things? How are you doing today? The last week of October. I believe that is when the corn maze is at its most powerful, Black Fox. So be careful you're not caught in its autumn vortex. I was going through my pages, and I believe this one is going to be going up. Gosh, I want to say November. something like that. So not too long to wait for this one. I did just put another page up and scheduled and ready to go. So I'm hoping that shortly I'll be able to move to a... Excuse me. I'll be able to move to a more prolific schedule for having more comics out. Sure, it'd be a little bit more entertaining for folks if it was weekly. So, bi-weekly has been very good for my sanity. Not great for engagement. Kind of hoping to get more folks to enjoy the comic. That's another page. I have all kinds of pages queued up here. Well, if you don't make it out, Black Box, I at the very least would like your teapot. So if you want to scratch that onto a maple leaf or a piece of scrap flannel that you might have laying around, just so folks know, I would greatly appreciate that. I think I said this last week. This sounds way too much like some of the interlude music from Inuyasha. Oh, I've overworked myself for much less. So it's my hope that I can entertain some people with this. Oh my goodness, look at that. We got little gray dots everywhere. Where are you going, Zippy? What are you doing? Eh? Spraying paint everywhere. You're like some kind of a contemporary artist with no regard for classical paint style. While I do not have that, I do not have any regard for classical paint style. The next Oops All Art stream is a great question. Allow me to consult my smaller magic rectangle. Okay. So the next Oops All Art stream should be September 28th, coming up on this next Thursday. Yes, it should be on the 28th. It'll be a week that we actually have a comic come out as well, so good stuff. Am I annoying you, buddy? No, he seems pretty cool with me. All right. There we go. There's a pair of doors. Some good work today. Yeah, Thursday will be the all art stream. If there's any suggestions or anything like that, feel free to drop them in the Discord. I'm always looking for something to do. I've got plenty of work here at the moment, but suggestions are always handy in case I run out of ideas or stuff. Oh, do I hear the dulcet tones of a sneaky corvid? It's Corvus Blackwood. Hey, Corvus. Willkommen to mein Streamen. It is evening. You're correct. How has your day gone? We were discussing Black Fox willing me his teapot because he's going to a corn maze. And we all know how that goes. We will probably never see him again. But okay, well, at the very least, it's another Monday down. Can't complain with that, right? Oh, cool. Oh, she has liked the art streams previously, so. Apparently this is the portion of my stream where we visit a small Italian bistro in a trendy part of Uptown. Hey, good evening. Welcome to the Fabian Zib Hour. I'm your host, Fabian Zib, the bluest host this side of the realms. With me tonight is my guest, Corvus Blackwood and Black Box 966. Say hello, fellas. Oh, man, this is great. Completely changes my stream. Corvus, I should ask because I haven't seen her in a bit here. How's Lady Blackwood doing? Good. Good, good, good. Great and good. Telling Black Fox here that I'm hopeful that by getting some more of these pages down and I actually have 3 sitting in the queue waiting to go. So I have basically a month and a half worth of comics ready to go. But hopefully by having so many more of these comics ready to go, I might be able to up my release schedule next year. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to go crazy, but I'd like to have some more comics out for folks. I might be doing every Monday, yeah. It gives me kind of a weekend to get them together in case I don't have them right away. So. You okay, buddy? Yeah, dog noises back there. Oh, do I have Hiroko's shirt somewhere? Let's see. It's in one of these pages I'm working on. There it is. Beep. Beep. It's a nice thing about having 800 pages up and ready to go. But yeah, I think the plan would be every Monday. We'll see, though. I'd like to have kind of a cushion of a bunch of comics just to make it a little bit easier on myself. And last thing I want to do is disappoint people, so I won't commit to that. Probably. He's probably getting annoyed with me. I'm just the squeaky blue thing to him, so. Here we go. I did come up with a couple more games that I'd like to play on stream at some point in the future. I'm a huge fan of Little Tail Bronx, so I thought I might start with Tail Concerto. Maybe even play some Mamoru-kun. I don't know if there's any English versions of Mamoru-kun, but then play some Solata Robo. And eventually some Fuga. Oh, that'll be interesting every other Thursday. Like one week it's Monday, next week it's Thursday. I'm not sure I could keep up a complex schedule like that, but it's certainly a good idea. I'll have to look into that. Honestly, it's like I've said before, the streams have definitely kept me productive. That's for sure. So I will have to look into that in terms of scheduling, because it keeps me going. What? Has the stream been graced by Dynamic Cat? Ah, yes. There they are. Hello, Dynamic Cat. Welcome. Welcome, Spofo, as well. And 7 Bullet, or 7 Buvlet. I don't know what the phonics of your name are, but it's really cool. Welcome to the stream. I would like to know what everyone's favorite color is. Ready, set, go. Tell me your favorite color. My favorite color is light blue. I don't know why. It just strikes me as a great color. Purple, a fine color choice. Dynamic Cat, purple as well. Okay, I'm seeing a trend. Purple is a great color. There's a lot you can do with purple. Not me, I'm not that great of an artist, but purple is good stuff. I mean, if I were to find a red cobalt lady, I mean, there'd be a purple cobalt as a product of that. Blue and blood orange. Ooh, those actually kind of go together. Kind of partial to blue and yellow. I do like blue and yellow together. Fine stuff. But you, Spofo, be you bot or not, what is your favorite color? Don't lie. I'll know if you're lying. This dramatic Japanese music will prove it. This definitely has some Miyazaki sounding, or no, Ghibli sounding bits to it. Oh, Tiz. What are you, Tiz? Oh, I always forget about this little flute solo, and I love it so much. Oops, wrong gradient section. I'll say the best thing about this is that this flute solo fits Tiz so well. His music fits him so well as a character. Oops. No, go back to the comic I was working on. Thank you. I'm partial to a very light electric blue. That's another interesting colors in Bravely Default. They're interesting because they're very muted and dusty. None of them are incredibly vibrant until you get into like battles and stuff, but just interesting. Like the main characters have a very sketchy kind of look to them, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. Also, they have a real thing for the harpsichord in that game. Not sure who got the composer a harpsichord for their birthday, but said it before. I thought Drunk Hiroko was fun to write for. Hungover Hiroko is fun to write for as well, I've found out. There it comes. I saw a sad review today. It's no secret that I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Quest games. I was initially under the impression that I had been sold a bill of goods when I first saw them because I saw very few dragons, and most of the questing was being done by people. But I saw the newest one, Dragon Quest Treasures, kind of got a lousy review, and I was kind of sad about that. Because the characters involved are from Dragon Quest XI, and they're some of my favorites. But reading the reviews, I could understand why they thought the way they did. So it's unfortunate. Oh, what's on fire again now, Black Fox? Come on. You can't have that much flammable material in Canada. It's like you guys are sitting on old newspapers and oily rags every 5 feet. For real, though, I hope everyone's okay. Those wildfires are no joke. I realize the irony of me saying jokey things about a wildfire. Don't judge me. I'll judge you right back. Judge Watner. Canadian forces align at the border, ready to strike into the heart of America. That's what I'm just kind of getting a little headcanon here with this this music. Yes, Dragon Quest Builders is very good. I actually initially I was kind of like, wow, Square Enix, way to go for the Minecraft dollar. Until I realized they actually did put a little bit of work into it, which I'm as shocked as the next person. But I thought it was neat that they, with Dragon Quest Builders, they decided that with the first game at least, they decided to set it in a world where the hero from the first Dragon Quest takes up with the Dragon Lord, and decides, yeah, sure, I'll rule over half the world. Well, of course, it's a trick. It's always a trick. It's a Dragon Lord. They're wily. They're incredibly handsome and smart. Why a mere human would think they could outsmart the Dragon Lord, I have no idea. He's a big purple dragon, folks. Big purple dragon. Turns into a dude just so he can confuse and beguile his enemies, and then big purple dragon with like butterfly wings. He is fabulous, fantastic, snappy dresser, that Dragon Lord. But yeah, Dragon Quest Builders I thought was interesting because it sets off in that particular time frame, that particular setting. So that was neat. And Dragon Quest Builders 2 apparently is also quite good. I have them. I have not jumped into them yet. Not with both feet. But at some point I shall strike them down, and they shall be in my pile of completed games. This is why I had the sub B, because I could not for the life of me remember what color Hiroko's blanket was. I should hope that winter will help kill the fires. If I recall my Pokemon, fire elemental Pokemon are weak against ice or water. They might be strong against ice, actually. They might just be weak against water. I don't know. I haven't played Pokemon in a while. Ponk. Yes. It's pink. Because if there's a color that is absolutely Hiroko, it is pink. I'm being facetious because she's not the average girly girl. There we go. Now she just looks like she's been doused in Pepto-Bismol. Which is probably right about where she's at, to be fair. Oh, I got some cruddy bits in there. I'm gonna have to fix those. This music also strikes me as just a very much the music you hear when a steampunk blimp shows up. All right, there we go. Yeah. I'm really big into this new color, punk. It's pink, it's orange, it's punk. Helpful because orange doesn't rhyme with anything, so I'm sure all of the wordsmiths are super happy about punk. Man, there's some good stuff in this album. Hey, George W2MS8P. That's an awesome name, and welcome. Fortnite Babe, welcome. Good to have you here. I believe the question we just had previously was, what is your favorite color? Your favorite color exists, please. Feel free to drop it in the chat. We are working on a couple of pages of Trap Finders. We're working ahead. One of my New Year's kind of goals is to be able to put out more than 25 pages, 26 pages in 2024. It's a lofty goal, but you know what? We're going to give it a shot. I gave this a shot, and it seems to be working out pretty good, so can't complain too hard. Jamming out some Bravely Default. Probably dropping that out here in a little bit, but so far it's been motivating me. It's been pretty nice, actually. It's been real nice drawing music, coloring music even. I don't do a lot of coloring on the stream, but I just figure, you know what? Why not? Why not annoy people with my coloring process? Here we go. All right. I'm going to need a whole ream of punk fabric, Black Fox. So if you can go to the Canadian Joann's or whatever that is, give me a whole ream of it. Need to make a new punk coat. I think I said last week, I was like, there's such a reliance on the horns in this particular album. There is, but there's also this lovely bit of oboe and clarinet that they do that just makes me happy. So nice. So nice to hear. There we go. Almost forgot the googly eyes that have been drawn on there. Cannot forget the googly eyes. By the way, this bottle does have a name. I did end up giving it a name. Probably a bad idea. His name is Pinot. Like the wine. There we go. Na-na-na-na. This subview is one of the best discoveries. I mean, watching one video on YouTube about Clip Studio was enough to be like, oh my god, there's so much stuff on this that I haven't used. All right. All right. Hey, Septile133, I should say. Septile133, good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. What is your favorite color? That's a question I've been asking everybody today. What is your favorite color? And if you are so bold, why? There we go. Okay, hungover Hiroko. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. I've been seeing a lot of good discourse about Baldur's Gate 3. I'm as disappointed as the rest of you that they chose to, I would say, handicap kobolds in such a way as they cannot be a playable race. I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised. The majesty of Tiamat's own children, kind of difficult to capture. I've seen human games have had a very difficult time capturing the majesty of my people. So, while it is disappointing, it is not. It's not something I expected, really. The Vagrant of Love. God, I love this song. I will say Ring a Bell is absolutely one of my favorite RPG characters. I will hit the mic. I'm so convinced of that fact. He's absolutely one of my favorite characters. He is absolutely the archetype they speak about very little, the lovable sleazeball. I love him. I love him to bits. I think Good Smile made a Ring a Bell, but I have not found him yet. I kind of enjoy that rush of finding them in the wild, you know? It's like, yes, I could order one off of Amazon, I suppose. I do that for everything else. Listen to that accordion. If you're not in love with this character already, then God, what's wrong with you? I saw a project just recently on Twitter. He has a 56 panel project going right now, so I would not be surprised if I don't see him for a bit. I saw he had done 12 of 56, I think. So busy on project side of things, so no worries. He has an excuse. He has a pass for missing the stream. The rest of you better show up or I'm going to be real upset. Upset kobold is not exactly a terrifying prospect. But a sad one might be. Yeah, he seemed like he was real busy, so I liked his tweet, but it was like, ooh, let project do project. Get that work done. Know exactly where he's at. Nah, he works pretty hard, so I'm sure we'll see him again shortly. And even if not, he is working hard, and I can appreciate that. I love this little frowny face for Hiroko, but she looks like some like Muppet-ass character. Just I will regret having invented Pinot here, but Pinot is a wine, you see. Cool. All I'll need to do later is just some dialogue. Cool. All right. Save this one up because it is functionally done. Happy about that. How is an hour gone by already? How? My God. I'm having fun tonight. This is great. Oh, I guess that... Oh, no, this would be the next one. Yeah. All right. Loading up. Boop. And we back up and running. And, just so you know, I haven't annoyed the dog yet. He's either getting used to me, or I'm less annoying than I thought. So he's probably just getting used to me. That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. honestly don't know why I drag my feet on the coloring so much, because it goes so quickly when I just work at it, you know? This page also has one of my favorite lines in it. Something along the lines of, because this first panel is just like, it's like, you didn't peek while I was changing, did you, Pino? I bet you didn't. You know, Kisuke never peeked. Why didn't he? I'm a goddamn treasure. Drunkarok was fun. These are slightly out of order. The hungover one is absolutely in the future of this one here, but I don't think anyone's worried about that. Except for me. Yeah, I gotta say, I do respect Project for working on that comic. He does a great job. His panels are so huge. Like I gotta have small panels. I'm just a little guy. He must be like 7'4" or something, because I am just a little guy. I can only do little panels. Neat, 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 neat. Ba-do-do-do-do. All right. There we go. Here we see famous author Fabian Zub accepting the award for most awesome personage. Oh, you know what? I missed the Nintendo Direct. Did anybody watch the Nintendo Direct? Was there anything announced for Star Fox? Asking for a friend. I didn't think there was, but I figured I might have just missed it. There we go. One of the problems I have with the paint bucket tool is that it kind of misses little bits, so I have to kind of go over and give it a little scrub every now and then. Make sure that color gets everywhere. I don't need it looking like Hiroko has dandruff everywhere. Ah, shoot. That's okay. I'm sure I can probably catch on the tubes. I sure would be excited for a new Star Fox game, but I don't think that'll ever be in the cards. I think that franchise has, outside of Smash Brothers, has seen its last day. Just sad, but, you know, one little kobold's opinion does not seem to sway Nintendo of America. All I'm saying is that if they put me in charge of it, it would be a huge blockbuster. But, you know, it's just, you know, sometimes you just don't want to see reality. That's okay. I'd be interested to see what the predecessor of the Switch will be. Like Switch Pro or whatever it is they're talking about. I should catch up with Atlas as well, because I was hoping they'd have some more information on the new Etrian Odyssey. They just released the first 3 in HD on Steam and other platforms, which is fine, but kind of need a new game. Those games are, goodness, almost 10 years old now. Practically ancient. I played with the idea of Pino having white googly eyes, but then I thought, nah, where's she going to get white googly eyes at this hour? But if he has a felt tip marker and some moxie, then boom. There we go. That's looking way better. Good, good, good. That's a good question, though, actually. What games are you all looking forward to coming up in this year? Because I know the fall is actually a great time for games to be released. We're all disappointed in Starfield. Oops, that's too dark. A little better. Wow. Oof. Wow, wow, wow. Man, getting art done. Getting art done. There we go. Oops. I don't know how it is. I've been working with Clip Studio Pro for like this long, and I still always manage to goof and forget that I'm not in the right not in the right panel. Well, come on now. That's not cool. Oh, I see the problem. Boop. There we go. The tool that I've been using is called Reference Layer, and what it does is it looks at the line art on the layer and uses that as a guide for colors. And when I don't hit it, things go goofy. Goofy in ways that are not immediately recognizable. There we go. Oops, using the pencil tool. A little less direct. A little less, Oh, man. This soundtrack just has great stuff all over it. Love it. Actually, that reminds me, I'm always looking for good new tunes. If anyone has any suggestions for good drawing music, I do love stuff like this, any kind of soundtracks, things like that. Feel free to drop your suggestions either here in the chat or in the Discord, because I'm always looking for something good, and I don't know, just feeling really good tonight. Really, really good, getting all kinds of stuff done here. Can't wait to see this completely explode in my face when I try to play Tunic. I love that game. I love it. It's wonderful. That's a little bit of color there. Boop. Said boop. There we go. There's the boop. I knew the boop would be here somewhere. And I found it. Meep. Meep. There we are. Took the dog for a walk this evening, and a little human girl just walked right up to him and was just like, "Can I pet your dog?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." No fear on that kid. Very cool. He's a marshmallow, so it's not like there was any danger. But he's a big dude. He's a big dude. Good old shepherd. Big sweetheart. No, it's pretty quiet in the chat tonight, so no worries. Just hope everyone is having a good night. Just taking it easy. It's kind of what I hoped the stream would be for folks. It's just a nice place to hang out. Just chill out and relax. Make fun of me as I draw. Things like that. We are getting there. We are getting there. Feeling it tonight. Just feeling it. I don't know what it is. It's just good music. Hanging out with people I like. It's just nice. It's a good night. Either I'm just in an excessively good mood, or there was something in this potion. I'd like to think it's just me having a good mood. Believe with me, won't you? Here's a quick... This actually plays off of... whoops. This actually plays off of my color question kind of a bit, but actually my game question, but what game have you been most interested in the last 5 years? Like, what game has really pulled you in? Gotta say, I think for me, Armello has kind of gotten back into that for me, as well as Tunic, of course. Really been enjoying those games. Well, I've been enjoying Armello as much as one can enjoy Armello while getting your ass handed to you. Oh, New Vegas. New Vegas is a good game, I will say. I thought it had a little less direction than Fallout 3, but I actually liked it to Fallout 4. For some reason, just Fallout 4 did not click with me. Despite the fact that there's a cute dog in it. You'd think I'd be all up over that. Not so much. But yeah, New Vegas was good. I did find it kind of anticlimactic when you find Benny again. Because he's all just like, ring-a-ding-ding, guess you found me. And it's like, you shot me in the head and left me for dead in the desert. I mean, I would think this would be more character building. Guess not. Three was a lot of fun, though. I really enjoyed 3. Plus, Liam Neeson was in it. Was there a particular faction that you like to align with? had a hard time with NCR. That's much better. Look at you. You disheveled little jerk. Look at you. You're so disheveled, yes you are. Disheveled, and she hasn't even fallen asleep yet. But she is pretty drunk. These can never peak. I don't know why. Oh, goddamn treasure. Never actually completed it. Okay, all right. Well, looks like you have a goal. You got something you got to get done, and that is finishing Fallout New Vegas. I think New Vegas was also a little bit more accessible because the DLC wasn't as wacky as Fallout 3. Oh, you've played all the DLC. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, no, I just thought it was interesting because, like, I loved Fallout 3, but the DLC got super wacky after a while. The aliens... I mean, if you did the alien mission and you finished that entire DLC, you had, like, 6 or 7 alien blasters, you were set for the rest of the game. Those things were powerful. Although I will say the adventure on the East Coast was awesome, because I absolutely adored the brain in a jar, the classic sci-fi garbage. It was fantastic. Lincoln's Repeater. That's what I had. Gosh, yeah. I remember I played through 4. Or no, not 4. 3. I played through 3. And once I had Lincoln's Repeater, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I don't need nothing else. I had like 100 action points and Mysterious Stranger, so I was killing things like crazy. Yeah, the blasters were overpowered. Lincoln's Repeater was way overpowered. But yeah, no, there was... Not unenjoyable, but definitely was like one of those things where like, okay, well, I'm glad I finished most of the main game. You know. I still think the drummer for this particular soundtrack is out of his mind. It's amazing. I love it. Love everything about it. Oh, the Big Empty. Good stuff. I do remember there was that, I think it was in New Vegas. I think it was the Big Empty. That whole area that's being fought over by 2 scientists. Like they're both brains in jars. Maybe that's 3, maybe that's 4, maybe that's New Vegas. But I remember there were like electro scorpions. And Cam Clark is one of the voices of the scientists, and he's fantastic. Because every time you fight one of these scorpions or whatever, like his voice comes in on the intercom off of the scorpion, and he says this ridiculous crap, and it's fantastic. Like he says things like, "You are no match for science," and I swear to God, I want a tattoo of that. These scales do not tattoo well, but I still I do want like a robo scorpion, and with like brush script or something, or like cursive, it says, "You are no match for science." It would be fantastic. It would look amazing, and Tiamat would bless me for such a thing. I apologize. I am probably sounding really obnoxious, but I'm having such a good time tonight. Sorry. I don't know what it is. Just having a ball. Oh, that was New Vegas. Okay, cool. Well, I have a lot of affection for New Vegas. Because that was a fantastic DLC. I loved it. This definitely sounds like the epilogue music. Corvus went on to become Dark Lord of the Sith. Black Fox got his nursing degree and became a chaplain for a small kickball team. Dynamic Cat is still hunting robots to this day. Zippy today. That's great. I love it. I love being in a good mood. Also means I'm probably setting myself up for just getting completely slapped in the face with reality, but Old World Blues, that's what it was. Yeah, great DLC. Great DLC. That's what it was. It was the voice of, it was Cam Clark, and then the voice of Dr. Venture was the other scientist. And I'm just like, oh my God. And that was at the height of Venture Brothers fandom. Like that was a huge addition I think Bethesda got. And it made the DLC for me. Like, it was fantastic. Oops. Oh, the stealth armor never stops talking. That's awesome. That's like, gosh, I haven't played through it, but I remember people talking about Borderlands, where there's a gun that is very excited for you to pull the trigger. Oh man, I love bits like that. That just makes my day. Good stuff. Man. I mean, this page is going to be, like, ready to go. Like, I'll probably, after the stream tonight, I'll probably finish up the dialogue on this. And we're just going to be another 2 weeks ahead. It's going to be amazing. How cool is that? It's pretty dang cool, if you ask me. And I'm a little blue thing. Oops. There we go. All right. I have her sub view still up. I do! Yes! Oh, I used a lot of pink in this one. A lot of pink. Whoops. I keep clicking the absolute wrong thing. Okay. This is great because I have all of this stuff basically ready to go. And I love that. I love that for me. I love that for all of us. And I'm going to be able to start playing Tunic in just a little bit here. So that's cool. Just going to get some of these details down. Because I know me, and the more I have done, the easier it's going to be for me just to crack this thing open later tonight or even tomorrow and just be like, oh yeah, and then just be ready to go. Like I said, my goal is to have as many comics as I can done. So maybe, just maybe, I can make my release schedule a little bit more attractive. Because I know the way it works out with a lot of folks is comics release more, people are more interested. So, I'm going to give that a try. Apologize for the talking to myself here for a bit. Just part of my process, I suppose. Whoopsies. Let's get that fixed, shall we? There we go. And there we go. I didn't really finish off this last panel, did I? Just looking at it now, it's like it's barely drawn. Oh, jeez. Whoops. Oh, that's okay, though. That's all right. All right. Oh, I wonder. Yeah, I just have two vector layers that I didn't combine. That's what happened. That's what happened. All right, come on, do the thing. Do it. Ah, damn it. Forgot to get that reference layer back up and running. Boop. There we go. Boop. Big fan of that reference layer. Let's see if we can't get a little bit more color in here before we call it an evening. Oh, I see. All right, let's jump back onto that vector layer. Looks like I did not account for the headboard on that. That's okay. All right. Good. Almost done with this one here, folks. Almost done. And then we'll move on to the mysteries of tonight's incredible video game battles. Who's looking forward to a little bit of gaming? I know I am. I haven't really been able to do any of that all day. You can't see, but I'm bopping all over here. I really should have some reactive little emotes for the for my little Zib here on the screen that dances when I'm dancing. There we go. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. That is another page in the can, my friends. In the can. In the good can. Not the bad can. Not the this can should not be opened or this can only be opened after I die. No. This is the good can. The good production can. And I am pleased with that. Probably add some shading and stuff in the future. But that is 2 pages. Two pages, because I think I got, let's see, it's December 4th, so that'll be coming along later. I believe this is January 1st, and we're looking at November 6th right here, so We are doing great. We're doing fantastic. Let's save it up. Let's get the hell out of here. All right. Saved. Thank you, Magic Rectangle. You have been a peach, as usual. Ah. And now, let us flip into gaming mode. Wacha! Yes, ready for gaming. And as much as I hate to do it, Bravely, you have been a very brave soundtrack this evening. I am sorry to say that I must bring you down. Thank you. Thank you for being so rad. There we go. Everybody give Bravely Default a hand. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. All right. Okay, no worries. Looks like we did lose Corvus. No worries. Corvus, wherever you are, hope you're having a good night. Get some sleep. That's an order from Little Blue Thing. So, you know it's serious. I'm Little and Blue. Comes from me. Okay. No, Black Fox, I appreciate it, but I will not need instructions to the changing room. I appreciate it, though. And where am I? I should be up there, but I'm not. Let's just grab this. Bring it over here. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Paste. And where's me? Come on, me. Me, for reals. Come on now. This is getting silly. It's getting real silly here. No. There we go. That's me. You can display me at any time. In fact, I'd be super into that. That's the weirdest thing. Because I'm showing up over here. Just not showing up over here. Weird. Let's just jump into that and do the maybe application again. Let's see if that fixes it. I doubt it. Aha! It did fix it. Well. Fantastic. I have no idea how that fixed it, but it did. So. Get me over here. Out of the way. I believe we will warm up this evening with a little game I like to call There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Zoop. Actually, since we were so productive here, I'm going to just go ahead and jump into the main event. All right. Where are you? Where is my screen? My screen is where it should be. But I do not see it. Zoot. There we go. Aha! This is not Armello. I've selected the wrong tag. Doodik. 69 viewers. Nice. All right. Back into the smooth world of Tunic. It's a little loud. It's a little loud. We'll bring that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Bring it down away from where I'm at. There we go. There we go. That's better. Now you can hear the kobold. You heard the robot. All right. Oh, yes, we were in this tower. There's a librarian that is very upset about some books we have not brought back. Oh my god, I'm just so cute. I'm so cute. Look at me. Just a little guy. Hello. It's like he walks over this chalkboard. Math. Math. You know, something I didn't try with him, which might be worth giving a shot, might be ye old tentacles. I wonder if I can make ice tentacles or something. We'll find out. Because I guarantee you, this is not going to be a one-and-done situation here. We're going to be climbing this tower a few times. If this isn't where Tunic gets all of his exercise, I don't know where he will. Achoo. Whoops! I did the wrong thing. I also did the wrong thing there, too. Oh my gosh. Gotta get back into the groove. Gotta get back into the groove. Whoop. Oh man. Okay, yeah, that was a lot of mispressed buttons. Oh man. So, yeah, I guess I should try that first. 'Cause there's my ice magic. There's my doodah magic. So let's try hitting him with well, first let's talk to Mama and get my magic back. Mammy. All right. Let's get him. Let's get this guy. And just because it was a little bit nuts that last time, I'm going to bring that down just a tad. That librarian fight is loud. All right, and we're locked on. There we go. All right. And we're fighting. And we're fighting. I mean, that was cool. It didn't really do what I wanted it to, but... Come on, you big goofus. Come here. Boop. See how I reflected all your magic? You don't scare me, Mr. Man. I know you're just sad. Oh, I kind of hoped this void magic was going to hit him. But, come to think of it, it probably wouldn't do much to him, would it? Zoop. Oof. Oh, didn't even get a chance to put my shield up. That's right, you can't run from me. Your overdue fees do not worry me, sir. That's right. I am tiny, and I'm gonna get you in the shins. Now that seemed to be a bit off, didn't it? In need of a haircut. What are you, a hippie? That's right, buddy bear. I am tiny. I am adorable. You are not going to stop me with your shadow magic. Okay, you're definitely going to kill me with your shadow magic. Oh, come on now. I froze you fair and square, sir. Fair and square. Fair and trapezoidal. Come here. Oops. Oh, killed by a shadow pig. Sadness. Okay, grippy, grabby boy tentacle thing is not going to be my buddy this time around. So we're going to swap him out. I think the ice beam was doing really good for us last time. Or at the very least, it was doing better than that. So, you know, I've got fireworks. The problem is, like, the zappy beam is super good, but it doesn't give me much chance to throw fireworks at the same time. So I guess we will hold off on the fireworks and we'll try with the... Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have... What kind of stuff do I have? I don't have any... I don't have any more teeth, but I do have some shells, or some little fox defense thingies. I need another 170 bitty bodies to get it. This is a... Oh, wait, this is a teleporter. Ooh, this might be useful, so I could actually go back and maybe get some money. Because this little fox is out of money. I got 30 bucks to my name, and that ain't gonna buy me some more defense. Oh, just let me pick that up.
Hey, come here. I need you. You're bigger than me, but I need you. Okay, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
You mammals and your haircuts. What's up, buddy? Now you're dead. Oh, everybody's here. Everybody's here. And I'm taking everybody's lunch money. Hello. I need your money because I would like to buy more defense, please. Zap. Zap. Ah, yes. Level 1 creatures. They are but the buzzing of flies to me. I'm Tunic, Master Swordsman, Fashionista, and overall nice guy. If you do not cross me. If you cross me, you shall taste my blade. My adorable blade. Patoo, patah, flee. Oh, your shield is of no avail to you, sir. You and your friends are but putty in my hands. I will kill your weak friends first. Man, that's such a cool noise. What up, buddy? Let's see. Can I do this? Ooh, that didn't work. Tell you what. Ow! My body! Ow! My body! You are not being very nice. There we go. That figures. That is absolutely Fabian Zip right there. I'm going to freeze you and make you completely helpless. And then I'm going to hit your shield a bunch of times because I'm really good at this hero thing. All right, nothing out here on this little island. I just want some money. I want more bitty bodies so I can buy some defense because I'm getting kind of toasted by the librarian. Oh yeah, I could use that to, well, I can zip back that way. I don't think I can come forward that way. Doodly doodly doo. Hey, you got money. Yes, yes, your spray of impressive debris will not harm me, for I am Tunic, incredible swordsman of the age. and fuzzy little friend of all, except those who cross him. Zoop. Oof. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I am tiny. Can't get around him. That's unfortunate. I got the sweaties. Oh, man. Ooh, sweaties. Not a good angle. Not a good angle for me. That's okay. Let's find some other places to make some money. How much money we got? 189. We're almost there. How much did I need? Let's find out. Eat, eat, eat. Oh, man, we are just 11 bitty bodies away from improved defense and possibly even a couple of seconds more life against the librarian. I'm all for it. I know you're here for it. This is amazing. Let's kill some bad guys. Ah, yes, the key. One of my many victories against the pig people. Okay. Just need a little more defense. Just need a little more defense. And maybe I'll be able to beat the librarian. This is where I killed that golem. He's broken now. Oh, the alligator things are here. That's right. Yeah, not so tough without all your defense, are you? Oh, that is more than enough. Fantastic. Let's get out of here. Stole their lunch money, so we are ready to go. The tiny little feet noise. It just kills me every time. Also, Tunic Buddy, you need to put that sword away. If you fall down while you're carrying that, that is not going to be a good time for you and anybody around you. Learned that in Cobalt Scouts. You put that thing in the sheath. You put it away. You don't want to be responsible for some kind of accident. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Let's warp back to the librarian. Oh, hey, mama. Zoop. You know how to open those metal doors there. It's not an item. They have that weird little tracky kind of texture to them, so I wonder if you just pray in front of them. Where was the most recent one? Let's go back to our mappy-doo. Into the map, into the map. Okay, we are here. Where was one of those metal doors? I bet I can find one. Wasn't there one down here? Oh, I could swear there was one here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, directly south of me. All right. Yeah, I just go through the gate. Even though I cannot see you, do not frighten me, pig. I can smell you from a mile away, for I'm Tunic, incredible adventurer, and sous chef. Let's see. Is you're down here. Not gonna help your buddies? I don't blame you. Seem like a bunch of clowns to me. There we go. Where is that? Am I just... Oop, need to go upstairs. Right by the reflecting pool. I missed it.
Meow. Meow.
Well, no, that doesn't do what I thought it would. Neither does that. Neither does that. I wonder if I have an item that would open that. I doubt it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a little cave. We saw that before. It's right there. Let's see. Maybe this has some kind of secret entrance that I'm not. Okay. Played enough of this game to know that this can't be everything. Okay, I don't need an item to open them, and praying didn't work, so... I wonder if there's a control or something nearby. Near the spiral stairs, eh? Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's directly next to me. Secret, secret. Secret, secret. Ooh, another coin. Must be the changing room you were telling me about. Fabulous. I get some kind of a tone. So if I hit the bell, and I go behind the shade. Well, now it's not doing it. So it gives me a little tone. Weird. Oh. Oh. Well, look at me. Now I'm I'm Zib colored. Oh, that's delightful. Look at me. Look how adorable I am. Oh, little Zibby. Well, I need no resetting. I am perfect. I'm exactly as Tiamat made me. Fantastic. Blue. Oh, I'm blue and nobody could stop me. Oh my god, look at me. I'm so blue. Dabu-dee-dabu-die. Why, yes, that was an Eiffel 65 reference. Ooh, I should toss in one of my coins. Can I? I guess not. Oh, I'm so sorry you were in my way because I'm Tunic, Master Adventurer, and Blue Fox. Hey, game, I need to warp. I need to get out of here. I need to go back and get some librarian. On second thought, that sounds strange. Going to go get some librarian. Oh, that's right. This one didn't work right. Okay. Well, where's the next teleporter? This one sucks. That one. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Up the stairs and across the bridge. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Across the little bridgey. Ding ding. There we go. Seems strange to me that it doesn't require an item to open, and yet nothing I do opens it. Nope. Well, that's just the strangest thing. Okay, and I am trying to find the temple order. It's right above me. So you're saying I need to mess around with the D-pad, is it? I'm getting nowhere with the D-pad. And nothing with the D-pad. Nothing. Yeah, well. Not that big of a deal. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. I did it. There we go. Oh, that's right. It's in the bottom right. Zoop. All right. Get some upgrade from Mama.
Wait. I made this. Oh.
Fence level 4. It's time this librarian checked out. I'm glad he doesn't have any pithy one-liners like that. As much as they worked in the movie Commando, they do not work in Tunic. Okay, maybe I should make sure I have all my crap. There's you. Perfect. All right, let's beat this guy. Whoops. Zoop. Zoop. Come on closer. Let me hit you. Oh, God. Come on, buddy. I should have froze you. Ouch. My body. It's a good thing Mom gave me all that Kool-Aid. Ow! You're a jerk. You're mean. I was going to return Ed Emberley's Make-A-World, but now I'm not. I'm keeping it. Because you're a jerk. Your void magic has no use against me, for I'm Tunic, Master Swordsman. Oh God, my body! Crap! All right, you got me on that one, bud. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Oh crap! I mean, it feels like there should be, you know, a more potent projectile that I can use against him, but... Crap. Ow. Ow. Well, that was just silly. That was silly. Big silly. I wonder if hitting him with the ice is just kind of a waste of time. Maybe I should just be hitting him with the zappy. Let's see how much damage the zappy does. He jukes it a lot, though. Give me my money. Give me my money. Yeah, I think wand is pretty much what I have to do. Ow! Ow! Oh, snap. Consider yourself returned, librarian. Look at that. $200. And a green thing. Well, now I feel bad because he's just laying there. Can I have your laser sword? Look at the color. This is the green key. Cool. You really didn't want me to have that. Wow, it's so quiet now. What a worthy foe. Environmental storytelling, man. Ugh. I feel bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I stopped them and I'm glad I'm able to keep going, but I imagine this was his laboratory where he came up with all these amazing things. Guess I'll save. Gosh, I thought it was going to be a longer battle than that. I have a hard time believing that the defense buff that I got did a lot of that, but... Here we go. Well, there's the green key. I guess now we just head back via the teleporter. Darn it, I keep doing that. Hello, friend. I've come to stop you. Oof. Ah. Ooh. Jeez. Oh, God. Crystal bunnies everywhere. Ow. Listen here. Don't need any of that garbage. Your little crystal hopper bunny things. Give me your money. Yeah, the main doors. Let's go to the main doors. We'll give him the green key. I'm saving the world. That's right. I'm saving the world because I'm a little tiny guy. No ulterior motives. No bad things can happen to me. Man, I need to get the Tunic soundtrack. This is good stuff. It's for the red key. Zap. Blue key. And I'm going to go ahead and assume this is the green key. Neat. That's so cool. Alrighty. One key down. All it took was murdering a librarian. Alright, let's equip my tentacles. You look important. Whoa. That was cool. That design is almost dwarven in its efficiency. Hello, crystal bunnies. I am here to collect your souls. You're not using them. What's down here? Oh, there's a bridge I cannot get to. You know what? I know this game a little too well to think there's nothing behind the waterfall. And look at that. Look at that. Who is the smart little blue thing? Me. Look at all that money. $30. Some kid's piggy bank was back there, and well, now it's mine. We use it to buy all kinds of things, like bad food. Yes, yes. Everyone come and attack me. It's a great idea. Oh, there's those skulls again. Yeah. You die when I hit you now. You guys couldn't stop me on the tower, and you can't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. Having a ball. Where is my map? I require mapitude. There you are. Where am I? Oh, that's where I am. The mountain door. That's right. I couldn't do much here, but let's see what's up this way first. Well, that is the place I can go. Back to the mountain door. And away we go.
I'm blue, but I'm not cold.
Oh, God, I love this environment. I hate cold and I hate snow, but I love this environment. It's gorgeous. Absolute gorgeous. I'm sure there are places I can get to now that I have the grappler. Oh, can I go around? Oh, you a brilliant, handsome fox thing.
Ew. Mimi.
This is cool. Oh, this is some braid shit right here. And down we go, down we go, down we go. I've never seen a voxel-style spiral staircase before, and that was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Aw, is that it? Oh, there's a rope up there. I see. Okay, well, we'll be coming back to you then. Won't we? We will be returning to you. Oh, kobolds. Handsome, handsome kobolds. Strapping lads.
Take that. And that. I don't like pottery.
I love how blue I am now, but I also kind of look like I fell in an airplane toilet. Getting some real MacGyver vibes from some of this music. Is that an engine? That straight up looks like an internal combustion engine. It's a driller. Cool. The quarry. I have a map for this, don't I? I think I do. Let's see. The quarry. That's where I am. Cool. All right. Well. Leaning back in my chair a little bit. My little back is starting to hurt. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's the thing. Oh, shoot. I hate that flippin' zappy thing that hurts me. It takes my life away. Well, at least I got a blueberry out of it.
Crates. I don't like crates either. Containers of all kinds are not my friends.
But now I actually have something that can help me. Oh, that would have been awesome if that had hit him. Oh, oh. Good thing I'm so handsome. Oh, God. Oh, I needed all the Kool-Aid for that. Oy vey. Ow! You guys are jerks. You're not kobolds at all. You're like goblins. Insane little toddlers. I need to kill that sniper. I deserved that because I was hanging out with little health zappy thing. That was dumb. Oh, Lord, I'm way back here. All right. All right. All right, let's get back there. Let's go. That's okay. Oh. Oh, that's a long way to go.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. You think it's a long way for you? I actually have to run. You just gotta sit on your ass and use your controller.
Getting a little sassy there, Tunic.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm really good. I'm awesome. What are you gonna do? Fight me? Kick your butt? Give me your lunch money, nerd.
Okay, and then whoop. Wata. Ooh, wata. There's a treasure chesty over here. Ooh, more broken crap. No, not you. Yeah. Ow. See, well, nobody won that, guys. Nobody. But Fabian Zip. go. Back up to the quarry. Music kind of makes me think of Undertale a little bit. Now, how can I get by these guys without getting completely waxed? There's a waterfall here, which means there's probably a way to get behind it. Secret treasure chesty. I like that. All right, another potion. Oh, big fan. Big fan of potion number 5. Big fan. Stupid thing. I know the kobolds are attacking it, but man. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, it was worth a shot. Oh, man. This game is king at making you think you found, like, an important item that's going to help you, and instead giving you money. It's like, yes, the money is important, but, like, right now, I am hosed. Like, there is no way for me to survive this. Maybe I can go low. I mean, he came from down there. Oh. There's some scaffolding here. Can I go down this way? Oh, God. No, 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 no. Cool, defense statue. We'll use that. Oops. Just trying to... I mean, my health is at absolute garbage, so it's one of those things where it's like I'm just kind of scouting the area out just to see where can I go, what can I do. Is there a statue anywhere that I can get to? That'd be wonderful if there was a mama statue somewhere. This thing's in the way. That track is on the bottom of the screen, so darn it. Yeah. I deserve that. I deserve that. Dang. Okay. All right. Well. Well. All right. Let's head back. You know, just because this game's all about the secrets, I'm going to go back up to where the librarian was. Wonder if there's anything up here. Probably not. Oh. Still here. Poor guy. I feel bad. Did everything he could to stop me. It's pretty lonely up here. I don't know. Sad. I actually feel... A lot of the bosses I feel bad for. I'm getting very Shadow of the Colossus vibes. None of these guys want me to do what I'm doing. How much money do I have? Ooh, I've got a lot. There's a mama statue up here, and if I save, then I won't have to come back from there again. So let's go to mama statue.
Hey, me.
And now... Defense level 5.
Here you go, Mama. I made this for you. Oh.
Dang it. Keep doing that.
Mama, I bought you some mushrooms. You know you like mushrooms. Oh.
Oh, God, I need that. I only have $92. That's not enough to get my mom something nice. Wow. Nice strategy, guys. Actually, that was pretty smart. Hang out in front of the ladder and wait for me. Almost smart. Hey, I don't want to bother with you. Away I go with the sweaties. I wonder if that little piece of art... Because there was a little piece of art of him sitting... Okay, I wondered if the door in the mountains had like a hint to that little path that's next to it, but... I like how all the trees and bushes are frozen here, so it's impossible for me to cut them down. It's a neat area. Like below the permafrost line. It's like it could almost be like the verdant fields that I was in. That's different somehow. Because the quarry, it's a different biome, obviously, but still. Very interesting. Okay, and there's nothing I can do about this thing, can I? Alright. No amount of praying will get the driller working again. And I can't seem to go past it. So, let's go back this way. I guess where we were going was the right direction. Is there anything I can grab that would let me zip past that faster? No, 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 no. Where am I? Oh, gosh. I couldn't even see where I was. I did check behind the waterfall. I got $30. Actually. It changes my nose white. Or pink. Okay, yeah, pink. I have to do pink. What does this one do? I just wish there was a statue near here. Have I tried following the path that I opened? I was under the impression I opened this one. Was there a different one that I may have opened? Owie. Is this literally just taking me back to that place I was at? Crazy. Okay, wow. Come on, Mike. There we go. So there's a teleporter there. That would make things a lot easier if I was able to get to that. What, don't go up, don't go through the mountains? Kind of seemed to be where the game was pointing me. Okay, I think beating the librarian and getting this far has tuckered me out. So I am going to call it here a little bit early. This has been a lot of fun. I am going to come back to this on Thursday, and we'll see how much further we get to. So let's see here. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for being here, including Ultimate Girl Gamer. Nice to see you. Queen TV, Queen TTV, VI Mercy. Want to be my gamer friend? Nice to see you as well. Black Fox, great to have you here. Dynamic Cat Jr., great to see you as well. And we will see you all next time. And I will catch you on Thursday. Everyone have a wonderful night. Catch you then.